As greenhouse gas emissions blanket the Earth, they trap the sun's heat. This leads to global warming and climate change. The world is now warming faster than at any point in the recorded history. Generating power. Generating electricity and heat by burning fossil fuels such as coal, oil, and natural gas causes a large chunk of global emissions. Most electricity is then produced from fossil fuel. Manufacturing goods. Manufacturing and industry produce emissions, mostly from burning fossil fuels to produce energy for making things like cement, iron, steel, electronics, plastics, clothes, and other goods. Cutting trees. Cutting down forests to create farms or pastures or for other reasons causes emissions since trees, when they are cut, release the carbon they have been storing. Since forests absorb carbon dioxide, destroying them also limits nature's ability to keep emissions out of the atmosphere. Burning fossils. Burning fossil fuels for energy use creates most of these emissions. Agriculture, steelmaking, cement production, and forest loss are additional sources. Temperature rise. Temperature rise is also affected by climate feedback such as loss of sunlight, reflecting snow cover, and the release of carbon dioxide from the drought-stricken forest. The cause of current climate change is largely human activity like burning fossil fuels like natural gas, oil, and coal. Burning these materials releases what are called greenhouse gases into Earth's atmosphere. The Earth's gases trap heat from the sun's rays inside the atmosphere, causing Earth's average temperature to rise. The rise of the planet's temperature is called global warming. The warming of the planet impacts local and regional climates. Throughout Earth's history, climate has continually changed. When occurring naturally, this is a slow process that has taken place over hundreds and thousands of years. The human-influenced climate change that is happening now is occurring at a much faster rate. Climate change is generally defined as a significant variation of average weather conditions, say. Conditions become warmer, wetter, or drier over several decades or more. It's the longer-term trend that differentiates climate change from natural weather variability. Climate is sometimes mistaken for a weather, but climate is different from weather because it is measured over a long period of time, whereas weather can change from day to day or from year to year. The climate of an area includes seasonal temperature and rainfall averages and wind patterns.
Everyone's talking about climate change, but what is our climate, and why is it changing? Our climate is the Earth's normal weather over a very long time. It usually takes hundreds or thousands of years for the climate to change, but recently, our climate has been changing much faster. All these changes make life harder for our plants, animals, and for people around the world. And the biggest cause of climate change is humans, including you and me. When we use fuel like oil and gasoline, or remove forests to make room for cities or farms, we release greenhouse gases into our atmosphere. These greenhouse gases cause our climate to get warmer. Normally, when the heat from the sun warms our planet, some of the heat reflects back into space. But greenhouse gases act like a big blanket, holding some of it in. This extra heat can cause all sorts of problems for our planet, and the plants, animals, and people who live here. Our ice and snow are melting faster. Our oceans are getting warmer and higher, and our weather is becoming more extreme, with more heat waves, heavy rainfalls, and powerful hurricanes. Luckily, many countries around the world are working together to fight climate change. And there are lots of easy ways you and I can help too, like reusing things instead of throwing them out. Instead of driving, ride your bike or take the bus. Use less electricity, and eat food grown closer to home. You and I, we can make a difference. We can fight climate change.
Introduction. We know that global warming has become a major concern in the world, we have also started facing its effects in recent times. The term global warming notes a rise in the Earth's average temperature. A steady rise in the Earth's average temperature is noted since the beginning of Industrial Revolution. Since 1960, every passing decade has been warmer than the previous one, and the Earth's temperature is still on rise. Causes of global warming. The prime cause of global warming is the greenhouse effects. The greenhouse effect is caused due to the gases which absorb and reflect radiant energy. The gases responsible for the greenhouse effects are called the greenhouse gases. The greenhouse gases, when present in the moderate quantities, help Earth retain the heat received from sunlight, thus helping in maintaining moderate temperature necessary for survival of life on Earth. But human activities such as industrialization, deforestation, and environmental pollution causes increase in the greenhouse gases. This increase in the greenhouse gases results in a more heat being trapped on Earth's surface, thus increasing the average temperature and causing global warming. There have been many campaigns organized by United Nations and other countries to fight global warming. Several agreements have been signed by many countries to reduce the greenhouse gas emission. There are many ways by which we can prevent the occurrence of the global warming. Following are the steps which can greatly help in reducing the greenhouse gases, thus reducing global warming. First, avoid or stop burning fossil fuels, reduction in the transportation pollution, using electric vehicles, restricting the emission of greenhouse gases from the factories, and increase plantation and promote reforestation. Proper waste management, avoid wastage of electricity, use of LED bulbs, harness the renewable sources of energy, reduce paper usage, reuse and recycle, regular tuning and service of vehicles, avoid using disposable plastic and use earthen cups, use of public transports and carpool. Conclusion. Global warming is a global issue. It's not about a single country or an individual. It's about our Earth, our ecosystem, and the most important, it's about the survival of the human race. Let's unite and stand together to prevent this man-made curse and make our Earth a better place for our future generations. Everyone can help limit climate change. From the way we travel to the electricity we use and the food we eat, we can make a difference. Save energy at home. Much of our electricity and heat is powered by coal, oil, and gas. Use less energy by lowering your heating and cooling, switching to LED light bulbs and energy-efficient electric appliances. Washing your laundry with cold water or hanging things to dry instead of using dryer. Walk, cycle, or take public transport. The world's roads are clogged with vehicles, most of them burning diesel or petrol. Walking or riding a bike instead of driving will reduce greenhouse gas emissions and help your health and fitness. For long distances, consider taking a train or bus and carpool whenever possible. Eat more healthy. Eating more vegetables, fruits, whole grains, legumes, nuts, and seeds, and less meat and dairy can significantly lower environmental impact. Producing plant-based foods generally results in fewer greenhouse gas emissions and requires less energy, land, and water. Consider your travel. Aeroplanes burn large amounts of fossil fuels, producing significant greenhouse gas emissions. That makes taking fewer flights one of the fastest ways to reduce your environmental impact. When you can, virtually take a train or skip that long-distance trip altogether. Throw less food. When you throw food away, you are also wasting the resources and energy that were used to grow, produce, and package, and transport it. And when food rots in the landfill, it produces methane, a powerful greenhouse gas. Reduce, reuse, repair, and recycle. Electronics, clothes, and other items we buy cause carbon emissions at each point of production, from the extraction of raw materials to manufacturing and transporting goods to market. Change your home source of energy. Ask your utility company if your home energy comes from oil, coal, or gas. If possible, see if you can switch to renewable sources such as wind or solar, or install solar panels on your roof to generate energy from your home. Switch to an electric vehicle. If you plan to buy a car, consider going electric with more and cheaper models coming on the market. Even if they still run on electricity produced from fossil fuels, electric cars help reduce air pollution.
Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition.